A very good day to you, and once again, welcome to our program. It's just such an honor to be able to share the gospel of Jesus Christ with you. I want to speak to you today about seasons in your life. Every one of us go through seasons. Think about it. When you finish school, that's a season. You go to university, or you serve an apprenticeship, or you learn your trade, that's a season. You get married, you have children, that's a season. Your children grow up, and then you're back with your wife again, and you're on your own, that's a season. And then when you become an old person, it's another season. I want to speak to you about seasons. If you look at Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1, the Word of God says, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck what is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to gain and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace." That was written by the most wise man that ever lived. Solomon wrote that. I want to say to you, how is your season? I also want to say to you, we need to close the door gently on a season. Otherwise, your memories will never be sweet. Close the door gently on a season. Do not bang the door closed, otherwise there'll be no memories. I really want to stress that, folks. And another thing I want to say to you, don't burn your bridges. What does that mean, Angus? It means if God's called you to another country, don't say to those of us that are left behind, "Good riddance, and you'll never see me again, and I hate this place," and so on and so forth, only to find out in a couple of years' time that you have to come back. Then it's very difficult. They always say, let your words be sweet, because you might have to eat them one day. And I really want to stress that. We are only here on earth for a season, and then we go to be with Jesus. When we close the door gently, we will have sweet memories, and other people will have sweet memories of us. Folks, life is but a vapor. Just 2 hours before this meeting, I heard that a friend of mine passed away. He's gone to be with Jesus in heaven. And he was considerably younger than I am. Don't think that we're here forever. We're not. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 19 says, "In the multitude of words, sin is not lacking. But he who restrains his lips is wise." Let your words be few. Let your actions rather speak louder than words. This life in which we live in is very short, and the seasons are even shorter. So we need to understand that when we speak to a loved one, James chapter 4, verse 15, "If the Lord wills, we shall live and do this or that." Don't say, "I'm going to do this, I'm going to go there, I'm going to do that." You might not. And then, of course, you've got egg all over your face. So be consistent. Be gentle. Thank God for every season of your life. Folks, I want to tell you, and I really mean this from my heart, if I had an option to relive my life and to be a young man again, I would say, no, thank you. No, thank you. I've had enough bumps and been knocked around enough. I'm very happy where I am, and I'm looking forward to home time. I won't be going home. Well, I don't know. I was about to say for a while, I don't know, but it's not my intention. However, I'm enjoying the season of my life. My season is sweet because it's with Jesus. Enjoy your season as well. Remember, close the door gently. Goodbye.
We trust that you have been blessed by today's message. For more information, please visit angusbuchan.com.